dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, or made acquainted pure and light. Why not it merely napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. Is some visitor? I murmured, tapping at my chamber door. Why this and nothing more? Oh, distinctly I remembered it was a bleak December, and such a separate dying ember brought its ghost upon the floor. Eager I wished tomorrow, vainly I sought to borrow from the books the crease of sorrow from my lost Lenore. With a radiant, where radiant maiden, whose angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore. The something sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain filled me with fantastic terror never felt before. So now that so still beating my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some rare visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you before I opened wide the door. Darkness here, and nothing more. Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wandering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no more ever dreamt before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token. The only word there spoken was the whisper of Lenore. This whisper, the echo murmured back, the word Lenore. Merely this and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. So again I heard it tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely there is something on my window lattice. Let me see thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still at a moment, this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind and nothing more?" Open there I flung the shutter. There was many a flirt and flutter, and stepped a stately raven, of stately days of yore. Not whose obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but man, lord and lady, perched upon the chamber door, perched upon the palace of, just above my chamber door, perched there and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiled my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum countenance he wore. "Thou lazy crest, be sure and so shaven thou," I said, "or sure no craven, ghastly grim or ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me thy lord's name." On this night cloud, quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marveled, then gainly found to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer still meaning little relevance before. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing a bird above the chamber door, or beast upon the sculpture bust with such a name as Nevermore. But the raven sitting lonely on the placid bust spoke only that one word. If his soul was one word, he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, so I scarcely more muttered, "Oh, friend, hath flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes flown before." Then the bird said, "Nevermore." Startled at the stillness broken by lies so aptly spoken, "Doubtless," said I, "what I utter is only a shock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom some merciful disaster followed faster till the song once burden bore. Still the dirge of his hope was melodious burden bore, oh, nevermore." But the raven still beguiled all my fancy into smiling. Straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of the bird, and bustled the door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself fancy to fancy, thinking that ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghostly, gaunt and ominous bird bore meant by croaking "Nevermore." Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from the unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfall sinking on the puttered floor. Wretch, I cried, why hath God lent thee? By these angels he hath sent thee. Respite of Nepenthe from the memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff, this will Nepenthe forget the lost Lenore. Quote the raven. Prophet, I said, I sing of evil, prophet still of murder, devil, whether tempest sent or well tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet undaunted, and his desert landed unchanted, by this home of horror haunted. Tell me, truly I implore, is there this balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore, quotes the raven. Prophet, said I, think of evil, prophet still of murder, devil, by the heaven he hath been above us, by the God we both adore. Tell the soulless sorrow laden within the distant Aden, it shall clasp the saint and maiden whose angel named Lenore. Clasp the royal maiden whose angel's named Lenore, quote the raven. Either word or sign of parting, bird or fiend, a shriek of starting. Get thee back into the tempest and the nice platoon shore. Leave no black plume or token of that lie thou so hast spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take a beat from my heart. Take thy out from my door. Quote the raven. And the raven, never flirting, still sitting on the pallet buster place above my chamber door. And his eyes have all seemed of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him steaming through the shadow of the floor. And my soul from out the shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. Good. Master.